Birthdays come around every year, right? But have you ever noticed that some people just let them pass? No big party, no cake, no flood of social media posts, nothing. At first, it might seem a little strange, maybe even a bit cold. But the psychology behind this choice is fascinating, and it's anything but simple. The decision to ignore a birthday often starts way back, long before adulthood. Our childhood experiences, the way our families celebrated, and our earliest emotional patterns all shape how we see these milestones. For some, birthdays were a day filled with pressure to be happy, to perform for guests. For others, they were a source of disappointment when celebrations didn't live up to the hype. Over time, the brain starts to connect birthdays with a whole mess of feelings, anxiety, social comparison, or just feeling emotionally exposed. So, treating a birthday like any other day isn't just a random choice. It becomes a powerful, often subconscious, coping mechanism. It's a way to shield against potential disappointment, avoid judgment from others, and keep a steady emotional balance. But that's not the whole story. Choosing to ignore a birthday is also a quiet signal about a person's identity and how they measure their own self-worth. It could be a sign of incredible resilience, or it could point to a sense of disconnection. As you listen, take a moment to think about your own milestones. Do they bring you joy, or do they come with a side of stress? Because what if this seemingly simple choice to skip the candles and cake reveals something incredibly profound about our self-perception and the silent battle our minds wage between celebration and expectation? The real tension kicks in when personal choice clashes with social pressure. Friends start sending those happy early birthday texts. Family members expect a call or a visit. Your social media feed explodes with birthday wishes from people you barely know. For someone who prefers to treat their birthday like any other Tuesday, this can feel overwhelming. They feel a pressure to respond, to act excited in a way that feels completely inauthentic. It's important to understand this isn't about being lazy or antisocial. It's a deliberate emotional strategy. Psychologists look at this through the lens of self-regulation. Our brains are hardwired to seek comfort and minimize distress. For some, birthdays are a stark reminder of getting older, of goals not yet met, or of gaps in their relationships. Each notification, each happy birthday, can feel like a tiny judgment, whether it's coming from within or perceived from others. The core conflict is constant, a battle between external expectations and the need for internal peace. This struggle quietly shapes their mood and actions in the days leading up to their birthday. You might even recognize this pattern in yourself or in someone you're close to. Watching how someone navigates this day reveals so much about their emotional autonomy, their attachment styles, and their deep-seated feelings of self-worth. Now, here's the twist that most people miss. Treating a birthday like just another day isn't necessarily apathy. In fact, it can be a sign of high emotional intelligence and remarkable long-term resilience. Think about it. People who neutralize these big milestones often rely less on external validation, likes, comments, and parties, and more on their own internal sense of stability. They're better at maintaining their emotional equilibrium, even when faced with social pressure. They avoid the emotional roller coaster that can come with high expectations and potential disappointment. But there's another layer to this. This habit can also reveal subtle vulnerabilities. It might coexist with a hidden history of letdowns, a deep-seated fear of being the center of attention, or even a suppressed desire for recognition that feels too risky to admit. The brain is constantly balancing these opposing forces without us even realizing it. Every year, the same quiet ritual plays out. Some people might engage just enough to keep others happy, while others retreat completely. The peak of this internal drama is realizing that the choice is never one-dimensional. It's both a defense mechanism and a form of self-definition, all at once. By understanding this, we gain a powerful insight into self-regulation, social anxiety, and how we all manage our emotional triggers. So, let's bring it all together. The meaning behind skipping a birthday celebration finally becomes clear. It's so much more than a simple habit. It's a powerful expression of personal boundaries. It's a finely tuned emotional strategy. And ultimately, it's a core part of identity formation. This behavior shows how someone prioritizes their own authenticity over social conformity. What might look like indifference to an outsider is often a sign of profound self-awareness and a commitment to emotional well-being. By quietly taking control of their environment and their feelings, they maintain balance, stability, and resilience in a world that constantly demands more. Remember that hook from the beginning? It's no longer just a simple choice to ignore a birthday. Birthdays are markers of time, and how we choose to acknowledge them or not reveals everything about how we navigate the complex waters of expectation, self-worth, and social pressure. After hearing this, you might start to see your own milestones a little differently. You might look at your friends and family members who skip their celebrations with a new sense of understanding and empathy. It's not about being cold, it's about being human. I'd love to hear your story. Tell me in the comments. Do you treat your birthday like a normal day? Or do you go all out and celebrate every year? And more importantly, why do you think that is? If you enjoyed uncovering the hidden psychology behind this everyday choice, make sure you subscribe. We're always exploring the subtle forces that shape who we are. Thanks for watching.